All rise. Support court is now in session. Judges, case number JVB1085, Campbell case.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, ladies, you may be seated. I'm Judge Brian D. Woodard, and ma'am, you brought this case before me. Matter of fact, before I get started on anything, I see your both last names are Campbell.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So what is your first name?
Kelly Campbell.
Kelly Campbell.
Yes.
And you, ma'am?
I'm Rochelle, but you can call me Ro.
Okay, Rowan and
Kelly.
Kelly, okay. Kelly Rowan, let me go there, because if I forget it, because Rowan Kelly. All right, so let's get started. So go ahead and tell me about this.
My name is Kelly Campbell, the best project manager the city has to offer. I brought my cousin to court because she's attempting—
Oh, here we go. Cousin versus cousin in a custody showdown. Family court always it's different because it's not strangers fighting, it's blood. Who do you think the judge is going to side with here? The responsible project manager or the cousin chasing pork chops and dates?
to want to get involved in her son's life all of a sudden. But her choices, they're poor. She has childish behavior and she's not taking care of her responsibilities. Simple.
She's not taking care of her responsibilities. How does she have children with you or living with you or?
She has a son, 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yes.
And so what makes her childish?
She's just,
girl,
she
I'm
wanna be in
grown.
these streets. She's
Girl,
from
I'm
Hold
grown.
on one second. We're gonna get to that
I'm
part.
real grown.
Okay, Miss Grown. One thing about it is grown people don't have to tell other grown people that they're grown. So just wait till I get to you, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this train moving. But I'm gonna get to you.
Yes, sir.
Miss Rowe. Yeah, R-O, really obvious. All right, let's go.
If
Let's
you
go.
could change the R to a H. But the point, what I'm saying is—
We're not going there, but go ahead. I'm just
I
gonna go ahead and over like
Emotions
that.
are high.
I understand, but let's go ahead and get to business.
she's childish because she chooses to mix up her priorities.
Okay.
It's not flying, Your Honor. Her child, you know it's about 105 degrees. She has no AC, she has a gym fan.
Hold up. No AC in 105-degree weather. Just a cracked window and a fan? That's not circulating air. That's circulating heat stroke. In custody battles, living conditions like this are huge red flag for judges.
In the home.
The
How
window
hot
was
air-
cracked.
Hold on.
The window was cracked.
Ladies, let me go ahead and get something straight right here because I just wanted this to go smoothly. And I know how ladies are sometimes. Y'all like to talk and get your point across, and you're going to be heard. I promise you're going to be heard. But being heard this way, it's not going to fly. So let's go ahead and continue without any interruptions. Ms. Rowe, when it's time for you to go, I will go back to you, Ms. Rowe.
Yes.
But for right now, please keep quiet. Can we do that? Let's get this show back on the road.
Thank you, because she's rude.
I didn't ask about what she is.
Rude.
I'm just asking you to go ahead and continue
That-
to tell me what you're going to
I
do.
stand corrected.
Oh,
Your
yes,
Honor.
ma'am. Let's go.
I apologize. As I mentioned, her 6-year-old is in very poor conditions. Circulating hot air with hot air is not going to fly. As I mentioned, the temperatures are high. She leaves a bowl of noodles, chicken flavor, for her son, Capri Suns that aren't refrigerated. The child is so behind educationally. All he know how to do is whoa. It's just a lot going on. I don't like it, and I am going to be the provider for her child. And that's it, point blank.
Okay. And Ms. Campbell, what are you actually asking for before I go further into this?
Honestly, I want the full custody of her child, Caleb.
Okay.
And I would like her to pay me since she wants other men to pay her. But that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to tell me before I move on to Ms. Rowe?
I want you to see that she's truly childish, lax.
I didn't ask for insults. I said, is there anything that you
I'm sorry.
want to tell me?
I didn't know that was an insult. It's really factual. No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see, this is going to be a challenge. Whew, don't you know? Ms. Rowe, let's go. Continue this show.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, so they keep saying I'm crazy, right? They took my baby from me and gave it to her because I had a little date. I spent the block.
This is actually where the law draws the line.
Hold on.
Neglect.
Ladies.
Even if nothing
Let me go
bad
ahead and get
happened,
something straight right here.
leaving a
because I just
child
want this to go
unsupervised in
smoothly. And I know
unsafe
how ladies are
conditions
sometimes.
is
We like
legally
to-
risky.
y'all like to talk and
Judges
get
don't
your
play
point
when
across,
kids are
and you're going to be
involved.
heard.
And
I
honestly,
promise you.
neither should we.
I left him at the house by
You spent the
himself.
what?
The block. We went to Perry. Me and his, he was tall, dark, and handsome. But I was gonna bring him a pork chop special back. So I went on this little date, left him at the house by himself. I gave him some noodles, a Capri Sun, and they call themselves saying, oh, you can't leave the baby at the house by himself. I'm like, look, he was good. It was just for like 2 hours. I was gonna be right back, and I was gonna bring him back.
Wait a minute. How long?
Like 2 hours. We
2
had
hours.
reservations, so we gonna get right in.
So you made reservations and you left your child with her for just 2 hours. Was it just for that night,
It
or
was
was it?
not 2 hours, Your Honor. It was 6
Okay.
hours
All right.
plus 2 bonus hours because she wanted to have a rendezvous.
All right, hold on one second. Okay, continue this. Yeah, this
Thank
is
you.
initial. I really want to hear this one.
She think because she got a pool.
But
in her
well, I ain't
backyard.
worried about that. Let's get to the facts.
Okay,
Go ahead.
sorry. So I spent the block, ran to the Perry's with the fella. You know what I'm saying? He was fine. Okay. So look, I'm trying to get him a stepdaddy. I was gonna bring him back a pork chop special. Have you had one of them Perry's pork chops?
You trying to get a
It's like
stepdaddy?
this big.
Listen,
It's
you're trying to go and get a stepdaddy
For the
with
baby.
for a pork chop with a pork chop. Is
I
that
was
how?
gonna bring him the pork chop bag.
And so you expect him to be stepdaddy because you brought him to bringing a pork chop because you bringing. I want him to be
I'm
my
bringing the
stepdaddy.
baby.
So maybe if I give him a pork chop, he gonna be my.
I'm bringing the baby back a pork chop.
Oh, the
He
baby,
said-
you bringing the baby a pork
I
chop,
went on
not
the
the
date.
man a pork chop.
No, the man was gonna buy the baby a pork chop.
Okay.
That's how I'm taking care of him.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second, man.
So me and the man went out to dinner. I get back, they all, you're not supposed to leave your baby here, this and this and this. I'm like, he's 6 years old. He got some noodles. He got a couple of Capri Suns. I cracked the window, the fan was on, so he was good. They say I'm unfit. You know, I
Hold on
I
one second.
fight, couple people, bust a few windows, plant some tires, and they think that I can't.
Ma'am, you cannot be serious right now.
Dead.
Are you really serious right now? Number one, you're talking about what? First of all, let me say this. How hot is it outside right now?
105. That's the
Yeah,
car.
hold on. I'm asking her because you're already at 105 because you're already talking.
Whoa. Claiming a dependence on taxes when you've only got one kid, that's fraud territory. If that's true, we're not just in custody court anymore. The IRS might want a word.
You heat it up, and I understand.
I'm sorry, I'm
It's
passionate.
how hot is it outside? Right?
Well, that day it was, cause we went at night.
I
So,
didn't
it cooled down
ask
a
whether you
little
went at night or anything, because it's still hot at night as well too.
bit. I mean, about 80, 90, it cooled down. But he had a fan.
And you got a fan. You gave the child a fan in the car.
I cracked the window.
You cracked it. So what is this child, a dog?
No. Caleb, he's a human.
But it's hot outside and you're going to give the child a fan. And then what
And
else?
Capri Suns.
And a Capri Sun.
Two.
Now let me ask you something. Would you want a hot car or a hot environment and somebody to give you a Capri Sun?
No, I was at Perry.
You know what? Sometimes you just don't have the words to say. And I guess this is one of those times where, Lord have mercy, I do not have the words to say. Now this lady right here, Miss, what'd you say your first name was again?
Kelly with a capital K.
Miss Kelly with the capital K.
The best project
Okay,
manager.
I didn't ask if you was the best or the worst because you have no proof to tell me if you did right or wrong. It comes to those project managers or whatever else you say. You don't have to build the words up
work
to
too,
me.
Kelly.
Okay, but if you don't want to be done that way, why do you think that it's okay to let a child sit like that and treat
It was
him like
just
that?
for 2 hours.
It
I was
doesn't matter,
working
but
on
I
getting
said,
the
would
stepdaddy.
you want that done?
No. I mean, but sometimes we gotta go through stuff to get to the bigger picture, and I was working on this.
Well, it looked like you got to the bigger picture with Paris.
I did, and that's when you know the baby was gonna come with me on
Yeah,
you
I
know,
see.
I was
Okay.
setting him up.
All right.
Yeah.
Miss Rowe, how much do you make how much you make a year?
I make 65.
65,000 a year.
And there it is, the hammer drops. Over $1,000 in child support. Moral of the story? You can't pork chop your way out of parenting. Judges look at who's been the real caregiver, not who shows up last minute with excuses.
Doing what again?
I work for insurance.
Insurance. And insurance, yeah, this
But
costs
I'm
somebody
trying to
else.
bag a ball.
All right, so before I do anything else, quick question, because I almost forgot. So who pays the health insurance for this child?
I do.
Okay, both of y'all can't say that at the same time. So
I'm the mom.
I pay. It comes out of my check, $350.
I love my baby.
if you know, all you've been talking about is pork chops.
Your Honor,
I can tell you probably been eating a lot of pork chops. Yes, but can you do what?
She says she loves her baby.
Yeah.
The only time she comes around is December the 31st to get his social so she can file him on the taxes. She's trying to get a come up. A come up. She lies, Judge. She puts
Okay.
8 dependents. She got 1 kid.
And so you're paying they're paying you obviously $65,000 for your income. Are you paying your cousin anything for keeping this child and taking care of this child?
What I'm paying for?
She barely will give me the food stamp. She get $1,500 in the food
Okay,
stamp.
I see where this is going
want
now,
my
man.
baby back.
Okay, yeah, there's everything. You think the world just revolves around you because I cannot believe what I'm hearing right now. So this is what we're going to do. And it's obviously that, yeah, you are going to be paying something. I mean, you make $65,000 a
Barely.
year.
Barely.
Okay, so how long have you had the child? What's his name? Caleb.
Caleb, correct. Caleb has been with us about 1.5 years.
A year and a half.
Yes, because thank God they did a welfare check.
And you haven't received anything for a year and a half.
Absolutely not, but sorry, excuses.
Hold on. This is not here to insult. I'm just asking questions. A year and a half, you haven't received anything.
Barely.
Okay, obviously this child is going to need to be taken care of because, you know, everything in life is just ain't free. You just can't drop your child off and let somebody else take care of it.
I
Thinking
didn't drop him off.
she's taking care of your child.
I want him back.
She's taking care of. Okay, so how come you just now coming to court and saying that you just want him back? What happened to the past year?
I've been saying I want him back. She keep dragging me through the mud.
Dragging you through.
Oh, I'm unfit. I'm very fit. I go to
Ma'am,
the
I'm
trainer
just going to
3
say
times a
this.
week.
When
I'm
you're
fit.
talking about
I don't
caviar
know
and stuff
what
like
you're
that,
talking
obviously
about.
you have other reasons. So this is what we're going to do. So
I'm
you're.
fit.
Are you? Judge, if you didn't
Hold
have the
on,
training
ladies,
yesterday-
ladies, hold on. Because we're not going to go there. Y'all sound like my family during Christmas time. So, Miss Ro Campbell,
Yes.
you see, you make $65,000 a year, okay? You paying by your cousin $350. Your gross is $5,417, and 20% of that, with your net, is $4,401.57. Your high rim, 100 plus. We're gonna add that $163 to it. So basically, you got to pay something. You can't just let your cousin take care of all the business while you're thinking all high and mighty with pork chops and caviar. Hold
dropping
on,
it.
wait a minute. Hold on, before we get to that, let me go ahead and get this before I forget about it. So, yes, you're going to pay, okay? And the thing is, you're going to pay $1,043 flat. Nothing more, nothing less. But you need to be at home with if you wanted your child back so bad, it shouldn't have taken this long. Okay, you shouldn't be out there with the man eating pork chops and caviar while she's up there taking care of your child and not getting a dime.
No,
Am I mistaken about that?
None of the coins,
All right.
silver or copper.
So before you have anything else to say, that is my decision. This case is over with. This is adjourned. You have my answer. All right, ladies,
on that.
you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.